we haven't been in a position to take advantage of it, and to be honest, we're still grappling with how you find an advantage. But I think it's used well today. If we had Dick Shana, who arrives tomorrow, then we sort of had the same idea as well. So does it enhance the game? Not sure. But there's a tactical advantage, and today I think was an example where it can be used well.
And then just in terms of yesterday, you said obviously you didn't want to be whatever for 3 or 4 or 5, and it happened again. Have you figured out why?
No, we're a little bit better. I think yesterday we were about 11. Today we were 25, which is good. So small steps. Look, yesterday I was pretty reasonably scathing with our batting, but today was a tough track, and we're a little bit down on confident. We're a team playing its third game away from home. We've sort of geared up with local players at home. So I'll answer the question a little bit more honestly when we've played a couple of games at home, just where we're at. But right now we're pretty cold, and when you get when things aren't quite going your way, you can get exposed pretty quickly. And again, today we would have loved to bowled first and get a bit of confidence back, and that's often all it is confidence and belief. We haven't had that much time together as a team to really believe in that. So we'll work hard on that. Resilience is going to be a key word again as well. But I won't be as critical. This will be a little bit more critical of conditions. You get a full house, and it's the third game in a row on that track. It's like, come on. If you want a spectacle, then give us a chance.
Thank you. Yeah, just on that question as well, the batting, it's a big issue at the moment. What do you take it down to? Why is it such a low tilt today? I mean, I know it's just the third game's a tough track, but is there any other reasons why?
Yesterday was some poor batsmanship where it's a little bit testy, but today was quite a challenge. You've seen the last couple of games, every game that's been won here is winning the toss and bowling. So we knew we were in for a challenge, but again, our batsmanship under pressure against a turning ball this time, and a stopping ball was not up to standard. And a score of 140 might have been quite competitive, but we weren't able to do that. So, yeah, for all the reasons, sort of the first answer covered, we just down on a little bit of confidence, finding a method. And I've got a lot of players in this group that are used to batting up north. So I look forward to getting them back up there and learning more about them as they are learning about me. So the group's on a steep curve. We're pretty happy to win one away from home, to be honest, 1 out of the 3. It's a tough way to start when you're forming a team. And we look forward to going home and getting a bit of confidence back.
And then just the bowlers and spinners, do you think they just bowled well as well?
Their bowlers and spinners?
Yeah, the spinners.
Yeah, very well. Yeah, they exploited the conditions, and that's what home advantage is about. They made a good call putting the extra spinner in at the toss, and he bowled very well. As well, Rashid's always going to bowl well, as Rabada is as well. So we knew it was going to be a handful, and in those conditions, they bowled very well.
Stephen, are you concerned when games come this thick and fast, and you get onto it's only 2 games, but are you concerned that you get stuck in a losing cycle? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, it is. It's very little time really. You almost got to be a goldfish and just forget about yesterday and move on. And that's the resilience. And each tournament these days has unique challenges, whether it's a lot of travel, whether it's bigger breaks. This one, our starters come pretty fast, but it's been there for a while, so we've had time to prepare for it, and you'd like to be winning those because then it goes well and it's a great start to the tournament. Our challenge was when we looked at it, we didn't have our major spinner, Dick Shana. We're going to the coast games. We've got a team that's set up for the high veld for a faster wicket, so we knew we had to button down and find a way, and we scraped a good one at Durban, and we're exposed in these 2, which is probably about right. So the next thing is getting their confidence back, getting up to our conditions, and getting the players believing that they are a good side, and that we're a team that compete up there.
Thanks for the last question.
Stephen, after yesterday's game and today's game collapses, what do you say to the team, in terms of moving forward and possibly looking to reach the victory in the next game?
Don't retreat. Sometimes you can get a little bit self-obsessed with your form and not performing, and we don't have time for that. So there's no sort of time for pity. Usually in cricket you get a period where you mourn your innings, 2 or 3 days, and you get back into it. When you're back-to-back and travel and play, you don't have time for that luxury, if it can be called a luxury. So it's actually, sort of said before, just almost purge it and move on. So that's been the method. It's trying to sometimes bluff form. Best players in the world were never out of form, so trying to get these players to understand it's so fickle that a couple in the middle in 2 days' time could be it. Home dressing room could be it. It's that fine, but sometimes it seems a long way away.
Thank you. Just Stephen,
Yep.
we sound negative, we all gloomy, but what positives can you take from today, going to your next match?
I thought not letting them get the bonus point was a small win. Fighting for that. It's not easy as a bowling unit to back up with below par scores, so to hold a good batting lineup to late in the piece and deny them a bonus point could matter to us down the track. So I was very proud of the way they did that. It would have been very easy to throw it in and sort of start cursing the batting group, but they held tough, which I like. So that's good character. Apart from that, it's another shared experience. So we're gaining those. We'd like them to be winning ones, but we're learning a huge amount very quickly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.